Live from the Ball State News Center, this is NewsLink Indiana in high definition.
Welcome to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Abby Kirk.
And I'm Eli Boyles. Thanks for joining us.
The first ever DeHo Beach Party happened today as a part of Ball State's homecoming celebration. Bree Isom reports.
It may be fall, but DeHo held its very first beach party today as a part of Ball State's homecoming festivities. Housing and Employees Relations Chair Amber Umilla tells us more about the event.
This is part of the residence hall dinner, so this is more of an event for people who live off campus who don't have meal swipes, but it's for anyone on campus. There's free ice cream, free popcorn, free cotton candy, some inflatables. There's going to be yoga at 5, so it's going to be a good time.
Freshman Tristan Holtzhausen talks about why he loves Ball State.
The place is absolutely beautiful. I love the sense of community. I love everything that's going on. I mean, look around here. Like, this fulfills the inner toddler in me, I suppose. Like the bouncy houses and the free ice cream and all the other things going on. So I really love Ball State. All the
Chef and Director of Operations for Ball State Dining, Lucas Miller, thinks this event is good for students.
The event is something free that anyone can come if they live on campus or off campus. So our intent was just to set up something that'd be fun and a nice break for students during the day.
For NewsLink Indiana, I'm Bree Isom.
And tomorrow night, Ball State will be hosting Air Jam to continue homecoming events. It will be in Emmons Auditorium at 9 p.m.
Today there was a homecoming event that wasn't centered around the school. Instead, it was about saving lives. NewsLink's Indiana Brianna Garrison tells us more.
Every day, thousands of people are in need of blood. I did my part by donating right here at Pruis Hall. Ball State students had the opportunity to save lives today. In Pruis Hall, the Indiana Blood Center hosted this homecoming event. The center must recruit 620 donors each day to meet patients' needs in 60 Indiana hospitals they supply. Each whole blood donation is separated in 3 transfusion-ready components. One donor can potentially save 3 lives. Phlebotomist Robin Boggs tells us more.
Donating blood is really healthy for you. We tend to build up iron, especially men, in our bodies. And by donating blood, you take out some of that iron and you put new, fresh red blood cells in, which is good for women as well. And then as those mature, then they're carrying fresh oxygen, fresh nutrients throughout your body. So it's very healthy to donate blood. And then you get to save lives without having to get shot at or put yourself in harm's way, too.
The IBC will be back in November. Be on the lookout for an email for the next opportunity to donate blood. In Muncie, for NewsLink Indiana, I'm Brianna Garrison.
The Indiana Blood Center is trying to remind students that giving blood saves lives.
There are students around the world that have trouble paying for college. It can be a stressful situation. Students can get their money through parents, scholarships, or loans, and working jobs. NewsLink's Claire Demergen reports on how some students at Ball State pay for their tuition.
I'm Claire Demergen and I'm here outside of Lucina Hall, where they have the Financial Aid and Scholarships program here. There are many different options for students to pay. Freshman Michaela McClellan is a 21st Century Scholar at Ball State.
21st Century Scholarship pays for my tuition for all 4 years of college, and you get it through filling out your FAFSA, and it's based on how much your parents make.
At the Scholarship and Financial Aid Office, professionals help students apply for aid, fill out yearly FAFSAs, and search for scholarships. The office is in room 245 in Lucina Hall. Sophomore Jimmy Schrader took a different approach by having his parents pay for most of his tuition.
I'm paying just for a little of it, just paying them back, but it's not the big thing. They're paying for the majority of it.
I worked at 2 places. Where one was I was catering food and cleaning tables. Another place was called Walter's Golfing Fund. I helped little kids play mini golf and helped them run laser tag and give them all these prizes for games and stuff like that. I got the majority of my money, like my salary wise, from Walters, so I take that, put it in the bank, wouldn't touch it at all. And then from my other job, I just get like maybe $100 every 2 weeks. I'd end up just using that, spending it, and if I had anything left over, I'd maybe save it for the next week, or I'd put it in my bank account, just depending on how much money I had left.
There are many different ways for students to pay for college, whether it's using a scholarship, out of their parents' pocket, or their own pocket. In Muncie, I'm Claire Demergen.
And it finally felt like fall today. We're a little bit colder, and I don't know about you, Eli, but I am so excited because fall is one of my favorite seasons.
Oh, I am very excited. I'm hoping for a little bit of cooler weather coming our way. Let's see what our favorite weather person has to say about that. Ellen, what's it look like?
Why, thanks, Eli. Yes, it's definitely feeling a lot more like fall. Fall's got a lot of great things coming to it. But looking outside, it's pretty chilly. 53 degrees currently. The wind is pretty calm, northeast at about 6 miles per hour, and it feels right on 53. So it's definitely chilly outside. Looking around the state, things are a lot warmer in Indy, 63, 10-degree difference, 57 in Kokomo, 57 in Fort Wayne. So now what's coming up in the weather program? Cooler temperatures are on the way. Rainy conditions are coming in. No one really looks forward to that. But something awesome, homecoming, the football game. I have the forecast for you coming up.
Coming up after the break, excitement is building as homecoming week continues.
And we've got a beach party and how some students are saving lives coming up next.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. Ball State's cultural exchange program is looking to broaden students' borders and expose them to new and exciting cultures. NewsLink's Brenton Roy shows us how exchange students are bringing their homelands to Muncie.
En 1880, pratiquement, Comte Thiébat Traoré, qui a été défait ardemment.
Every semester, the culture exchange here at Ball State brings in 11 to 12 different speakers from foreign countries to teach students about culture and customs from their native countries.
Each week, Rinker Center here in the Student Center highlights different cultures by having native speakers come in and talk about their culture and heritage firsthand.
Every Wednesday, the program spotlights a different country. This week was the country in West Africa, Burkina Faso. And the native of Burkina, Mamadou Jigimdi, a linguist major, made a video and shared the customs of his homeland. I caught up to a few Ball State students and Jigimdi for a little insight on culture here on campus.
It's important to learn about different countries and cultures, and it's also, I think, interesting because you have someone who is a native from that country, so it provides like a different perspective than just like reading a book.
I think Ball State students should attend events like this because it gives them different perspectives on different cultures, and I think that it can add to their values when they find out how different people live other than themselves.
I believe it's important to share about different cultures because people need to learn about the way of life of other people. I think the favorite part is when you see people going from declarative knowledge of something and actually feeling it. Because I feel there are two degrees of knowing things. So you can know things as facts, but you can actually also feel them. So as I'm sharing my culture, I can see people sometimes move from just knowing to actually feeling. And I think that's the most enjoyable part of sharing.
Deb Gins, head of foreign student advising, tells me that they try to reach out as much as they can to students to get more people here for these events. Reporting in Muncie, I'm Brenton Roy, NewsLink Indiana.
You can attend these events from every Wednesday from 12 to 1 in the Rinker Center room 102. They will have a speaker from Afghanistan. And an emotional reunion between a woman and a nurse who cared for her Albany Medical Center almost 40 years ago. As Tandra Rakik reports, the meeting was as a result of an extensive search that gained momentum on social media.
Just one more minute of waiting.
Suspense is killing me.
After nearly 40 years. Her heart racing. This is a moment Amanda Scarpinati has been dreaming about.
just be able to give her that hug that I've wanted to give her for so long.
I wish I'd known 20 years ago.
Neither knew it then, but Susan Berger left quite the impression on Amanda. All starting the day this picture was taken. At 3 months old, Amanda had suffered third-degree burns when she fell into a hot steam humidifier.
I picked her up, she just melted in my arms, and if she could speak, she would have said, okay, I'm going to be okay now.
Susan looked after Amanda at Albany Medical Center. This picture, the cover of a medical report in 1977. Each woman tucking it away for years. That's until Amanda shared it on Facebook.
And I just said, if you could please share it, you never know who could see it.
A different nurse who recognized Susan saw it. The post going viral within just 12 hours.
It's an amazing day, one I never thought I would ever have.
The start of a new friendship that began years ago.
It's already been one, but yes. She just didn't know it.
And what a way to end a journey where it all began.
It's such a great reminder at the end of my career to think back on all of the interactions I've had with patients, all of the things that I've done, and maybe put aside the hard work and the times when it was so stressful and think about this. This is the best part.
And a tropical storm, Joaquin, is on its way. How will this affect the weather for the big game this weekend?
Your full weather forecast is next.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
You know, we finally have some brisk weather. It's great for tailgating. It's great for football season. I'm just hoping that it's going to be this way for the game day on Saturday.
I really hope that we have good weather for tomorrow. I am looking forward to tailgate. Let's see what the weather does look like. Ellen, can you help us out a little bit?
Absolutely. Well, brisk is definitely a great way to describe what's happening with the weather. Right now, a cool 53 outside, mild winds northeast about 6 miles per hour. Now looking at tonight, things are going to cool down even more. So we're going to drop down to 47. It's pretty chilly. It's going to be partly cloudy, and the wind should be pretty mild at 10 miles per hour, and the sky should be pretty clear. So kind of nice for a walk outside. Tomorrow, things are going to be pretty fall-like, a high of 62. But here's something to worry about. It is going to be gusty at times, up to 30 mile per hour gusts. So prepare for that if you're going outside. For any kind of clothes you're going to wear, be prepared for the wind. So now looking at this tropical weather we're talking about. Right now there is a hurricane, Category 2, in the Atlantic Ocean. We're going to see how that's going to affect our weather. It's going to start to move. Right now it's Wednesday at 9 p.m. It's here kind of close to the Bahamas right there. It's going to start moving towards the east coast as we go through on to the week. So Friday it's going to be just south of Florida, and then when it makes impact about 2 p.m. on Monday, it's going to hit here right on Washington, D.C. So you say that's on the east coast, how's that going to affect us? Well, there has been a big kind of line of storms on the east coast here. It's going to push into our area, kind of helping with that rain that we might not want in our area, but it's probably going to head our way. So talking about that rain, here's Precision Cast. Looking at Friday morning, we're going to see some partly cloudy conditions, but here's all this rain I'm talking about that hurricane is going to be pushing in. So clouds are starting to come in on that Saturday, heavier cloud cover, and then some bands of rain are going to move in. 4 p.m., what's that time? Homecoming football. Yes, so there is a good chance of really cloudy conditions and rain. So if you're going out for the game, make sure you have an umbrella, a raincoat, and something to keep you warm. Because right around kickoff at 3 p.m., it's going to be 53 degrees, so that's pretty chilly. You can still enjoy the game. We're not expecting heavy rain, but still some rain, so make sure you have something to protect you there. But this football game isn't the only one of the weekend or in town. Colts are playing on Sunday, and they're going to have a little bit warmer conditions, but still rain. So around 1 p.m. here in Indianapolis on Sunday, things are going to be about 60 degrees. They're probably going to have the roof closed because there is likely rain from that hurricane moving in. And by northeast winds at 11 miles per hour, so not too bad. But looking at homecoming in the next week, what to expect. So Thursday, breezy. Also Friday, pretty breezy too. but temperatures in the low 60s, so kind of chilly in the morning. Saturday, as I was saying, 56 for the high for that game. So if you're going to go out and tailgate, make sure that you're ready and you're bundled up. Sunday, that rain's going to stay in, and then temperatures are going to stay pretty consistent in the 60s, but conditions should clear up with some sunnier skies and a nicer way to begin the week.
You know, as long as it doesn't rain, it just drizzles, I'll bear through it. So
it's possible just for a drizzle, but bring a jacket just in case.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely have to pull out my poncho.
Pull out the poncho, perfect.
Coming up, we take a look at a talented Delta High School football player and his career season.
Also, the Ball State women's volleyball team has a jam-packed weekend inside Worthing Arena.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but things changed. Teaching didn't seem that cool anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Amazing things are happening in teaching, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Logan Hancock with sports. To start off tonight, we're going to head over to Delta High School, where running back Zach Mills is running through the Eagles' record books. The senior is off to a record-shattering start in 2015, just over a year after moving to the Muncie area from Kentucky. Our own Evan Cox has more.
Today, I'm at Delta High School, home of the 11th best running back in the country. I got the chance to catch up with the team and Zach Mills himself.
My mindset is to get a lot of yards, run hard, and just score a lot of touchdowns.
Right side corner, right on one right. Left up right.
Yeah, I mean, everybody says I'm the man in the school, so it's kind of cool. The NFL player I look up to and try to be like is Marshawn Lynch, because he's just a stud and runs over people, and he's just good.
He's got a good work ethic. I mean, everyone likes him. He's a hard worker. He's a cool guy at school. He doesn't have no problems with anybody. I mean, he's super strong. People just don't know that. He's fast. I mean, he'll get it done in the weight room at school. He doesn't have any problem with none of that stuff.
70 curl out, right slot, 70 curl out.
If we can make holes for him, you just never know what he can do. He always knows how to just elude defenders and just make plays.
We'll be sure to keep an eye on Zach Mills for the rest of the season, as he is set for a record-breaking year. For NewsLink Indiana Sports, I'm Evan Cox.
Zach Mills is having a career season so far. He has rushed for 1,371 yards and 16 touchdowns. He currently ranks number 11 in the nation for total rushing yards. Staying on the football field, Delta and the other Muncie area high schools have yet another action-packed slate of games this weekend. Coming off a big win over Newcastle, Delta travels to Pendleton Heights Friday for a 7:30 matchup. West Dell looks to end their two-game losing streak as they take on Eastern Hancock at 7. Yorktown hosts Greenfield Central at 7:30. And finally, Muncie Central comes off a tough loss to Kokomo as they travel to Marion to take on the 0-6 Giants at 7:30. So head on out to Yorktown to catch some Friday night football action under the lights. And now switching over to the volleyball court, the Ball State women's volleyball team has a very busy upcoming weekend. After starting 2-0 this season in Mid-American Conference play, they look to stay undefeated in the MAC as they return home to host Northern Illinois on Friday. Senior Jenna Spadafora looks ahead to the upcoming weekend.
Starting out the season 2-0 in conference definitely gives us a big boost into this weekend. Northern Illinois and Western Michigan are two of our biggest opponents in the MAC West, and it's just good being on top right now and coming in ready to go against those two teams. I love playing with this team. I think we have a great group of girls who just want to compete and play hard, and that's what it starts, keeping balls off the floor. That's how you learn, and then we hone in our skills and get better every day.
So guys, there's an exciting weekend of sports ahead. There's a lot of great football games and great volleyball matches to go out and watch. So
yeah, I'm interested to see what Ball State does. You know, it's their homecoming weekend.
Exactly.
I'm sure a lot of people are going to be there.
Yep.
Yeah, all the teams wish them a lot of luck. So coming up, a new feature on the iPhone 6s and 6s Plus might have you a little worried.
More coming up on your entertainment news.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Brittany Ehrman, and this is your entertainment news. The new feature on the iPhone 6s and 6s Plus might have you a little worried. According to Apple's website, the new live photo feature brings your memories to life in a powerful and vivid way. But what the new feature captures are the moments just before and after the picture was taken. Those moments are recorded automatically with video. The new feature has received a lot of positive press coverage since the new phone was released, calling it the best new feature, but others see it as a privacy issue. The new iPhone was released September 28th. Stars are used to having fans throwing themselves at them, but singer Katy Perry had a fan take it a little over the line in front of thousands at a recent concert in Brazil. Jeannie Moles shows us the awkward encounter.
Come on stage right now. At a concert in Brazil, the fan with a smiley face bustier put a smile on our face. She wasn't just hugging Katy. She's kissing my neck. What's your name? Hi, Anya. She nestled in Katy's bosom, whispered how to pronounce her name in the singer's ear. Anya. Hi, Anya. Hi, yeah. The superfan's hands traversed Katy's chest. That's my boo-boo. Okay, hold on, Hayana. Most folks seem to think Katy handled the handling well. Are you a Katy cat? I think she's rolling. The fan told TMZ she wasn't high, she was just exhausted. Jeannie Moles, CNN. Okay. New York.
The uncomfortable encounter ended without any big issues. Fans have been taking to social media talking about the event, saying Katy Perry kissed a girl and she did not like it. And that's all for your entertainment news. I'm Brittany Ehrman. Back to you at the news desk.
So Ellen, you told us it's not too much of a worry this weekend. We still can have the game, but just might be a little bit of rain. So.
Absolutely, yeah. There's a chance of a little bit of rain on Saturday. Temperature is what you really should worry about. A high of 56 for the day, 53 at kickoff. So bundle up for tailgating and be prepared for that cooler
It's time to
weather.
put on our Ball State sweatshirts. That's what we
Yes, absolutely.
And that's all we have for today. Be sure to watch tomorrow night at 6 p.m. on livestream.com or 9 p.m. on Cardinal Vision.
And be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Have a good night.